Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. So, we are going to talk about manifestation today. And a lot of people are using this buzzword for a lot of things, and then a lot of controversy about why can we not just get whatever we wish for, whatever we ask for? Why do our dreams just not come true, even if we practice manifestation? Well, I'm going to clear a lot of that up on the neuroscience level today. I'm also going to share with you my special formula acronym, which is all based on the letters AHA, AHA. Now, why AHA? I'll tell you about that too. And then I'll tell you a little bit about why you should listen to me. And then I will also jump in and give you this very great thing that you can start practicing. And all my videos on this channel are speaking to that exact idea that you can elevate your destiny. You can actually get to a place in life where your biggest aspirations are real and true, and you have developed the discipline and the self mastery to not only arrive in these amazing destinations, but also enjoy the journey along the way and actually accept the transformation and the adjustments you have to make in order to get there. So let's go ahead. So first of all, why should you listen to me? My name is Helen Ojiru. Maybe you've seen a lot of videos, maybe you've seen none, maybe you've seen a few. Well, I'm very interested in vibrational healing, vibrational frequencies, rhythm, sound, and how it affects consciousness. And I've spent most of my career, 25 years or so, doing that. So I have really enjoyed for a very long time this powerful feeling of what I have become educated on as the flow state, right? So the way that we reach bliss and ecstasy in certain peak brain states, we can touch this realm of really amazing emotion. And it's really coming from being able to master a certain skill. Surfing is a classic example people give. Drumming, I discovered, is another one, and I'm currently looking at writing a book about it. So there's a whole neuroscientific process that's happening. And through this journey, I became very connected to visions continuously that I would get. Very deep, creative, intuitive feelings within me would arrive outside of my drumming experiences. I would just feel very inspired, and discovered many times over that the brain is getting bathed in wonderful neurochemicals, and all kinds of new endorphins, feeling good hormones are coming into the brain. And I discovered over the years this deep science behind it, and have been working and talking about it. Along the way, of course, I have then still been practicing all my life as a clinical psychologist, and then worked to bring this information to you in new and interesting ways. And so that's what I'm doing today. And along the way, I came across this very powerful realization that we are really nothing more than a bunch of insights. Our thoughts, when they reach the true, profound level of eternal wisdom, have this aha moment. And that's why I've called this channel Aha Intelligence, because it's all about that. It's about these very special moments where you realize life and its truth. And we all have a different experience of that, but there are some universal truths, like when you throw a ball up, it falls down, unless you're really someone practicing special kind of magic with telekinesis, which I have met some and practiced some. You can't make that ball stay up, right? It's a very, very clear phenomenon that gravity exists. It's a universal truth. So there are many of these, and I want to share with you today what my discoveries have been about one very specific type of universal truth, is that we can actually elevate our destiny. We can get to a place where we bring things into our lives that didn't exist before, that we had to work pretty hard to get, and that actually we became renewed in who we were and who we are now in order to have it. And so I want to follow this acronym of A for attract, H for harmonize, and A for arrive. This is what AHA really stands for. If you go to my website, you'll see a lot of different versions of how I teach and train people on the acronym in different forms, and that stretches from speaking all the way to drum workshops and conferencing for women and integrative health. So there are many different expressions of that. I'm more of a mystic, a clinical psychologist, and a neo-shaman, so I work a lot in this creative realm. I know when I'm very fired up, when I have deep creativity pulsing through me, and I can produce and invent and reinvent beautiful things, beautiful experiences, beautiful projects. So I'm going to teach you some of what I've learned along the way. A is to attract. To attract means to really begin to dream into the liminal space. Now, that is the part that happens just before you fall asleep, just as you're waking up. We call that the theta wave of consciousness, and it's actually also referred to as liminal space. Liminal space can also be the space actually when you're dreaming, but really it's a dream state, a place where your conscious mind is not so active. So your unconscious mind meets your conscious mind, certainly in theta, and you have the capacity in that moment to learn to connect with something way beyond your ego, to connect with something into your intuition, and sometimes into what some people call your higher self, but Aristotle also called it the entelechy, and I have processes to help you do that. Very powerful things can happen when you really practice this. This is a neo-shamanic technique, and it's very, very powerful. It's a piece of energy work, part of some of the trainings I do, and it's really where you can pull closer to you something that's very far away. Maybe you haven't even imagined it yet, but in that space, something may arrive. And that is an attraction point. It means that you are beginning to pull that possibility closer to you. Now, we know there are certain things that are probable. We know there are certain things that are actual, and we know that there are certain things that are possible. Now, when I'm talking about the realm of unlimited possibilities, I'm talking about the unified field, a whole field of resonance around you, every single human being, every single moment of the day. Every single object has a field of resonance around it. If you watch some of my energy healing videos, you'll find out more about this. But you too have that. And through that field, your thoughts, your aspirations, especially in liminal space, can help you attract certain things that you deeply desire. However, you need to match that with very specific action, which brings me to step number 2. Step number 2 is to harmonize with the vision. Now, by all means, you don't just want to grasp any kind of thing that comes to you and decide, right, I want that, I'm going to go for it. It has to have a felt level of meaning, importance. It has to be something you're really interested in. It has to be something that you really deeply desire, not just something you have as a vision one day as you're waking up, right? But it could be that some of those moments are coming from deep desires within you. If you actually ask yourself to vision what is your deepest desire and set that as a goal for the next 3 weeks, and really try and practice to stay awake a little bit longer as you're falling asleep, or to keep yourself awake, to attract and really think, how would I feel in that moment? How would I feel when that happens? How would I be breathing in that moment? What kind of walk gait would I have? What kind of rhythm is in my step? What kind of clothes am I wearing? What kind of shoes am I wearing? What does the floor look like? What does the ground feel like? You move through the senses to harmonize with that vision. And there are many other ways to harmonize. You'll need to watch some of my other videos where I offer tips for people to hack the habits of the mind by writing up lists of feelings you wish to feel, and of beautiful experiences you've already had in your life that you're deeply grateful for. But really, in this moment, I want you to harmonize with your vision. It means to begin to put behind that idea a lot of real-time, here in the now, felt experiences. What does it mean? I want you to begin to think about how can you start to build an action plan to make that vision come true. And how will you take action? There are many different steps to make possibility and actuality. You need to be able to match what you're doing every single day with daily goals. This is the growth mindset, and it's also something I'm teaching. So if you're interested, you can go to my website and purchase a course, 8-week course on how to do that. Because what you want to learn to do is really master your mind and all the doubts, all the fear, all the uncertainty about why it can't come true, how hard it is to make it work, how long am I going to persevere, is it really going to be as great as I thought? All that doubt and trepidation is something you can work past, right? And you really will need to if you want to elevate your destiny. Because only those who persevere, practice great self-mastery and self-discipline, manage to elevate their destinies and begin to call into being great experiences that have a piece of magic to them. And that's what I'm here sharing with you, is the magic of being alive. and the science behind it, because magic is not just poof magic. There's laws of physics behind it, and those who learn to work the laws of physics have true magic, and they don't need tricks. She or he who has true magic needs no tricks. So what is true magic? This is one way that your brain can tap into the supreme intelligence, find this vision that's really appealing for you, that's attractive to you, and then start to plan out how you're going to make it happen. And then I want you to think about other ways of harmonizing: getting a mentor, getting a coach, joining a group, finding a mastermind, traveling to a place where that wisdom belongs. Whatever it is that's suitable. If you need help, get on a call with me and I can help you figure out what is the appropriate way to harmonize with your vision. And then the third step is, after you've figured out what you already have, what you already are going to do to actually make this happen in harmonizing, you need to start imagining the arrival. Now, A, for the last A, stands for arrive. And arrive has everything to do with full appreciation and full actualization. What do I mean? If you're going to practice my formula, after you've started harmonizing, which will take you a day-by-day habitual practice, which you don't just do once and be done, right? You need to keep that going for at least 3 months. Then I want you to begin to start, after the 3 months, to start imagining what it would be like to arrive in this place where you have what it is that you've been desiring. And I want you to start writing a gratitude list as though you already have it. So you're going to start writing down a list of all the things you would love to experience as though they are experiencing now. So you write the sentence like this. You say, thank you for this beautiful feeling of peace and serenity now that I'm financially stable. If you're looking to be financially stable and you've got a new business plan, or maybe you want to be a windsurfer, and you say, thank you for this bliss and ecstasy I feel while I'm surfing that wave in the Mediterranean off the coast of Egypt, right? Whatever you wish, you are going to write it in real time. I'm so grateful for this beautiful moment that I feel self-mastery and self-respect at the highest level for achieving my goal. So you write down your list so that you can actually vision and activate this time for arriving into your beautiful, amazing time. And I want to leave you with this special quote by one of my most beloved poets, Rumi, who said, whatever you seek is seeking you. That means whatever desire, deep longing, cherished wish, aspiration, goal, or achievement you are passionate about, that specific thing is also wanting you to pull it closer. This comes to divine counterparts, divine partnership. It comes into things we want to achieve and accomplish in life. It comes into every single goal and every single aspiration. What you seek is seeking you. So see if you can begin to put this into practice. The A for attracting in the liminal space, work on that for 3 months. H, harmonizing. How are you going to work out a daily plan, action plan that's going to get you in front of the tasks, skills, and activities that you need to really work yourself towards your goal? And then how do you also acknowledge what you already have to get there? And then 3 is start to imagine the arrival. What will the feeling be like? And start to write down those feelings as though they are happening here in real time. If you need help, remember I have those 2 courses, the growth mindset course on my website, and that's a perfect one for something like this. And I also have some private coaching where you can get involved with what we are busy with as a private client, and or you can jump into some of our groups and then enjoy some of these amazing seminars that get you to activate pineal gland and energy work for your aura. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I am wishing for you to find what it is that you truly seek and for it to find you. Be well.